Hi everyone, I hope you're well. We are going to edit a table inside of Microsoft Word. So first make sure that you've downloaded the Word file. Say open link in new tab and then just press the download button and we can open the PDF. I have already downloaded the Word document and we can just follow the instructions. So we are going to insert rows, insert columns and delete columns. We're going to set horizontal cell alignment and set vertical cell alignment. Load Microsoft Word or your word processing software and open the document called Tours. Okay, I have already opened mine. And we need to insert 2 extra lines of information in this table over here. So let me just get out my on-screen keyboard. It's a bit big. Hopefully you can still see. So what we are going to do is we're going to put our cursor at the very end of the table and we're going to press the tab button on the keyboard. So tab, and if you press tab again you'll see that it's going to jump automatically to there. So if I press tab, it goes there automatically. So now we're at the end again, and we know we want to put in 2 lines of information, so you just press tab again. And it's really nice when you put in information and you want to go to the next step without using your mouse. And while your fingers are already on the keyboard, just press tab, type things, tab. It's really nice. So it just goes to the next box over there. So if you need to type in information, then the idea is to not have your fingers leave the keyboard as much as possible. But yeah, so we just have to, let's delete the entire row. So we have to retype this information in this table over here. For the video's sake, I have already typed this. So I have typed this and this is what we should have. I'm just going to close this one, don't save. So I have already typed in this information here, so you can just pause the video and just retype everything there. Try not to have your fingers leave the keyboard to use your mouse. Okay, then we need to insert a column between the column for the child cost and the date. So between the child cost and the date. So click in one of the columns, either this one or in date, and say insert, and say insert rows to insert columns to the right. So columns are vertical and rows are horizontal. So we want to insert a column in here. And it needs to have meal provided. So meal provided. And you can see it already formats it using the bold and state because it formats it the same as these ones were. And then I'm just going to count. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 no's. So on my on-screen keyboard, I'm going to push the caps lock because I can see that these are in capital letters. And I know that I have a no there and a no there, so it just makes it easier for me to just put a lot of no's there, and then I can just press yes. It just makes it easier to type, otherwise you're going to have to press tab to go through all of that the whole time, so we don't want that. And then we need to delete, first we insert a row between Tours Classic Cairo and Caravans. So between Classic Cairo and the Caravans in the sand, we're going to put one in between. Now you can either say here insert a row below, or you can say here insert row above. So it doesn't really matter as long as you put it in the correct place. And we have to say medieval Cairo, and there are 1395, and we have a yes and the date is 12/12/11. Okay. Then it has been decided to run each tour on both dates. So the date column needs deleting. So we are just going to remove the date column over here. So you can just right click, just make sure you're selected in the last column on date, and just say delete cells. And then here we have an option to delete an entire row, which is everything horizontal, and delete anything in the entire column. So since I clicked there, it will delete this entire column over here. So now you can see the entire column has been removed. And then the table will be improved in content, so everything is center aligned. So they say we have to choose all of these cells, and we have to right click, and then we have to go to table properties and go to cell, and then we just say everything must be centered. And you can see everything is centered vertically now, and here we can just center it horizontally as well. So now everything is nice and in the middle. Then what should we do? That's aligned. Now we are going to edit the headings over here so that they stand out a bit more. So they're already boldened, so we can see that, but we will have to put a bit of shading here. So go here, sorry, there. Here you can see the borders for, if I hover my mouse over this, you can see that it's actually changing how the cell borders are looking. But we need to go to borders and shading. Then we're putting a shade, and the style, we are just going to choose 15%. The only reason why we're doing that is because they want us to put it at 15%. And yeah, you can actually change a lot of information on here on the borders and shading, but for now we just want that. And now it is 15%, and then we say save as, browse. I go to, well, let's see what we have to call this. This has to be called final tours table. So final tours table. And that is all we had to do for this one. I hope you have a wonderful day.